Why is George Clooney so attractive? Is George Clooney the most beautiful man in the world, or is he just a man with a big heart? Speaking about big hearts, do you know that in addition to many of Clooney's outstanding accomplishments, he is an animal lover? He gave Kelly Preston, an actress, a pot-bellied pig named Max when they were dating. After Kelly and George split up, George kept Max with him until his death 18 years later. Could you do the same? Big heart and sentimentality could make a man more handsome in the eyes of the public, of course. But let's speak first about one of the most prominent George Clooney features we have always known, his face. Welcome to Fair Pearls, your everyday guide into fashion and beauty. Let's start with an interesting fact. When Brad Pitt was asked by Vogue who the most handsome man in the world, he referred to George Clooney as the most handsome one in Hollywood today. Even before that answer, many his fans have similar beliefs. But can we scientifically prove that George Clooney is the owner of the most handsome face among living men? It seems that yes, we can. Computer mapping techniques based on the Greek golden ratio of beauty were used by experts to determine who is the world's most handsome man, and George Clooney became a clear winner, far ahead of Brad Pitt, David Beckham, and Idris Elba. Please stand with us and do not forget to like this video and subscribe if you like our new episode. George Timothy Clooney is an actor and filmmaker from the United States. How much does his good look affect his success as an actor? Let's remind ourselves of some facts about Clooney's achievements before analyzing his face. He has received numerous honors, including a British Academy Film Award, 4 Golden Globe Awards, and 2 Academy Awards. One of the Academy Awards was for acting and another for producing. Clooney received the AFI Life Achievement Award in 2018. He, along with Walt Disney and Alfonso Cuarón, is one of 3 people who have been nominated for Academy Awards in 6 different categories. George Clooney was also honored at the Kennedy Center Honors in 2022 for a lifetime of contributions to American culture. From Dusk Till Dawn, Batman and Robin, Out of Sight, 3 Kings, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, Syriana, Ocean's Trilogy, The Descendants, Up in the Air, Michael Clayton. This is not a full list of movies. Clooney became loved by millions. The founder and director of the Center for Advanced Facial Cosmetic and Plastic Surgery in London, Dr. De Silva, could say that the result of such an outstanding career does not depend on actor skills only. His eyes, brows, nose, lips, chin, jaw, and facial structure were measured using facial mapping techniques, and he happened to come the closest to the Greeks' idea of perfection. For decades, George Clooney has been hailed as the world's most beautiful man, and it's wonderful that science has now affirmed this. He has stunning facial symmetry and comes the closest to having what the Greeks considered the perfect face. George had a 99.6% nose-to-lip dimension ratio, and his chin and eye spacing are also at nearly perfect numbers. According to the Greek golden ratio of beauty, Clooney's face was found to be approximately 92% accurate. Not many living men could jump above such numbers. Let's analyze the secret formula of George Clooney for the perfect face more closely. George Clooney is pretty masculine, with pronounced sexual dimorphism. His face is a rectangle. Such a face shape is typically characterized by a high forehead and angular edges. A rectangle face shape is symmetrical in everything. For example, the width of the cheekbones, jawline, and forehead are nearly equal. The face's length is longer than its width. The face's overall symmetry will appear monotonous and consistent. The jaw area is more squared off, and overall it reflects the rectangle shape of his face, so it is a rectangle as well. A close analysis of George Clooney's face reveals that he has a fat deposit level of 0 out of 10, and it is only the bare minimum of fat deposit possible. George Clooney's best facial feature is his bitemporal to bizygomatic ratio. His bitemporal to bizygomatic ratio is 1.07, which is a pretty close ideal value of 1.04. This feature has a substantial impact on his perceived attractiveness, and the actor has a high score on it. Seems he was born under a lucky star. Paul McCartney, Justin Timberlake, and David Letterman are some other celebrities with similar features. The ideal value for mouth width to nose width ratio is 1.4. George Clooney has 1.58. Such value has a significant impact on his perceived attractiveness. Clooney's feature puts him in the same league as Edward Norton and Owen Wilson. The ideal value for philtrum length to mouth length ratio is 0.3, and George Clooney has exactly that. Such high scores have Bruce Willis, Richard Gere, and Ben Stiller as well. George Clooney's chin angle is 131 degrees, while the ideal value is 132 degrees. The narrower the angle, the better. Bill Murray and Ryan Reynolds have similar chin angles. A perfect chin length to philtrum length ratio should be around 2.18. Such a ratio of George Clooney's is close to ideal 2.39. Sean Penn, Harrison Ford, and Colin Firth have approximately the same numbers. George Clooney's nose length to philtrum length ratio is 3. It could not be any better because the ideal value is 3. Such perfect numbers have Ezra Miller, Benicio del Toro, and David Beckham also. The eye-canthal tilt angle of George Clooney is 1.68 degrees, the same as could be found on faces of Jason Lee and Benedict Cumberbatch. It is not the best number because the ideal value should be between 4 and 8 degrees, but because such a feature has a medium impact on overall Clooney attractiveness, no harm was done. Speaking about minor imperfections more. George Clooney's lip upper height is 18 psi units, while the optimal number is 32 psi units, and his lip lower height is 15 psi units, while the ideal value is 29 psi units. Both features have a very light impact on Clooney's overall perceived attractiveness, and the reason for that is in his upper lip to lower lip ratio. It is 1.17, while the ideal value is 1.16. Such a feature has a much higher impact on men's attractiveness, and George Clooney has a close to perfect score on it. The list of the world's sexiest men based on the median of the 12 important markers. Some fans of George Clooney could not agree that the main reason why their idol is so attractive is hidden in his facial features. There is undoubtedly something lacking. There is something more than a doe-eyed look of his and a powerful jawline. They believe that George Clooney is just a remarkable human being, which elevates him above being just a handsome physical specimen. He is intelligent and has a generous and compassionate heart, and the story of his girlfriend's pig is only one of many examples of that. Clooney's demeanor conveys friendliness, a sense of humor, and confidence without any hint of haughtiness. He is truthful, real, and upbeat, and also he feels strong and wise, which could come with age only. Maybe that is why George Clooney's looks have improved in comparison with his early movie appearances. What do you think? Will you agree with the golden ratio formula which marked George Clooney as the most attractive man in the world? Or is it that his charisma and handsomeness come only because of beautiful aging? Can you name any man more beautiful than George Clooney? Please share your opinion in the comments section below, and do not forget to subscribe or leave a like if you appreciate our work. See you next time.